Well, yeah. So today is like March, I don't know, 12th or the 13th. I probably should have gotten my information together before I started this video. Excuse me. But what I have done this morning, and I did not wake up knowing that I was going to do this, but I went into my Amazon account. Oh my God. It's cold. And I deleted everything. I was in a program on a trial basis for seller fulfillment. And I was under the impression, based upon what information I was given, that I would be able to, do this program. And I felt confident with just a little bit of inventory that I had that I could easily just manage it. I mean, I was managing it with the books, and I kind of dabbed into the grocery arena a little bit. And now I am reevaluating the process of that, and I need to basically relist everything because of the infringement and manufacturer possibilities of causing issues with selling a product that I'm not authorized to sell. Even though Amazon allows me to sell certain items, they're under the impression that I am under these guidelines that they have set forth. And I did some research and found out that there's one thing I'm missing. To be licensed to sell a bag of candy from a distributor or manufacturer is necessary when you sell food. And then there's other stipulations with, the expiration dates, and, there's the sealing of the product, and it has to be new, and there's the obvious things that you have to comply with. And I went to a forum and had some people really help me out with, guiding me into what, references I needed to look into. So I appreciate how friendly these people are. I mean, the forum on Amazon and the Seller Hub is phenomenal. So I immediately, in the middle of a conversation with somebody who was guiding me, I immediately went in and deleted everything. I have zero inventory now, even though the shelves are full. A lot of that stuff I'll just put on eBay until I get a proper approval. And what that will do is, like, I was under the impression that having the receipts kind of was a way of showing that I purchased it fair and square, and getting invoices from online stores and things of that nature. But apparently that's not the case. There's a little bit more to it. So lesson learned. And I hope what products I have sent out doesn't cause any problems. But I will not be selling anything on Amazon at this point until I'm been given proper, I guess you'd say, authorization to do so. So there might be some products that I had purchased for this project, and I might be eating a lot of bags of stuff, or I'm just gonna turn it over to eBay. It's good though, because I got hooked on it there for those 40 some days. It was fast paced. I have to admit, if it was a trial basis, man, that was intense. It really was. And I sold a lot of books though. So we sold a few products, but we really didn't sell any food. I sold a ton of used books, and I think what I need to do is reevaluate the listings and making sure that they're right on. I'm seeing the people that have been on Amazon for a while now are very detailed, and that's why they're still on there. There's a large percentage of new resellers who don't make it, and I'm not giving up. This is a lesson. So failed. Okay, I'm going to admit to it that I failed. And I am going to, like I said in one of my comments, I'm going to do this with both eyes open. Have to. It is not a worry whatsoever. I still have, my my hopes and dreams to push me forward to continue this. But yeah, it's kind of over a cold cup of coffee out here. It's kind of a discouraging thing to happen, but I'm glad it did because I was curious about how it's possible that people are selling, so many things, and how these companies are allotting, these products to be sold. So what I'm going to do is what products I'm aware of that I felt that would do well. I am going to seek out the distributors or the manufacturers and see if they'll be willing to give me authorization to resell these products on Amazon. And I'm sure they'll have stipulations that I'll have to comply with, and I will definitely follow suit. I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. And then I'll be able to kind of maybe purge through the inventory and maybe put them on another platform, or sell them in the marketplace, or donate them, or whatever. I don't I don't want to be sitting on a bunch of stuff that I can't use, and it's such a a lot of it is products that I wouldn't normally eat anyway. So it is what it is. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But we still got books, and it's confusing. So I'll be quite frank with you. Even though Amazon says it's okay that you can sell items A, B, and C, just because they give you authorization to do it, they're under the impression that you are complying with the rules and regulations set forth for that product and the listings that go with it. And you need to have your documentation. So anything that you so desire to put on there as new, for instance, you better have your documentation backing you up in case the manufacturer comes knocking at Amazon's door and says, you know what, you have a reseller online that is selling my product, and we didn't give them authorization to do so. So then Amazon's going to come basically after you, asking you, hey, where's your documents? And they're not going to think twice about throwing you under the bus. In my opinion, what's going to end up happening is you're going to have to show proof that you were given the proper authority to sell widget A, and a receipt's not going to cut it. From my information that I've gathered, even though I was under the impression that that would be the case. I mean, there's some receipts that are out there that aren't as detailed as others, like a thrift store, color blue, miscellaneous or household or books. That's not going to cut it. Taking a picture of the item, not going to cut it. You need to actually have an invoice from the distributor, from the manufacturer, addressed to you, addressed to your location, identifying the product itself to its UPC maybe. I still have to do a little research on this. This is basically just an update of my failure. But I don't see it as a failure. I'm learning something, man. I learned a lot of information from these folks in this forum that customer service couldn't give me the human-natured opinion, whether it was tough love or kindness or whatever the case was. I related to it, I understood it, I got it, and I took action. I don't want to have any problems selling freaking crackers or something like that to somebody and not being given the authority to do so. So we're shutting it down for now. And as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm getting on it and getting my books on there and making sure that they're in the right category as far as, being in books, obviously, having the right listing, making sure that they're in the right condition based upon what I saw online. And I'm going to print that off so that when I do look at a book, and I've been doing it for years, but you know what? I'm going to make sure I comply to, the condition and what it says. If it has a flaw, if it has a crease, if it has a scuff, if it has writing in it, if it's highlighted, if it's ripped, I'm gonna make sure I comply with it because I do not want any problems. So that's what's happening today, man. You think you're up, and all of a sudden, boo! Well, that's what keeps you grounded. So, like and subscribe if you will, okay? Also, too, I heard there's some changes in YouTube. So, a lot of stuff's changing. This whole internet thing, I mean, it's been around a little while, but it's still, a lot of this stuff is in its infancy. And I think there's some copyright infringement thing that's going on in the European nation over there with Article 13 and Article 11. And, it's been over here. It's been a copyright issue. I think I have one video from when I first started. It was a class project or something I did that's on this page. I think I just changed it to a private viewing. But it had a song on it that I wasn't singing, or I even disclosed that I didn't have the rights to it. But it was part of the project for American Sign Language. And I actually signed the song in its entirety for a class project that I did, and put it on YouTube so that the class could see it then thereafter, or people in my class, because I did it actually for another class, but I was taking American Sign Language at the same time, and we had to give a presentation in communication, and I was the only one that did American Sign Language, so it was a challenge. But I had an infringement or a copyright claim, and then YouTube said, nah, it's not a big deal. You're not going to make any money off this anyway because you're a loser. That's basically what they didn't say that, but that's what I got from it, because you can't come up with your own material, you moron. So anyway, like and subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching me fail on this. But you know what? When you get knocked down, you fall on your back. That means you're facing up, and that means you can get back up. So that's what we're going to do. I'll keep you updated on what's going on. Sorry for the video being so damn long, but it is what it is. Even though we're not selling currently, I'm still happy because it is what it is, right? So see ya. And if you made it this far through the video, thanks for watching, man. I appreciate it. How can you be so happy? What else you gonna do? You gonna cry about it? Huh? You gonna cry about it? No. That big old hair like Bob. See you guys later. Thanks, man.